Soccer and giblets, soccer and giblets, it's soccer and giblets, it's River Plate!
Hello everyone! River fans need to learn to enjoy things more, man. We have to enjoy things more. It's true, we played terribly, yes, but we need to enjoy things more. Why? Because there's already enough crap coming from outside, so on top of that, we shouldn't be shooting ourselves in the foot and self-torturing. It's not worth it, it's not. River made it through with mystique, like we said in yesterday's video, but for them, River made it through with luck, barely avoiding embarrassment. And even though we as critical fans can debate this, but we have to focus on the good part. River playing terribly. They're leading the Argentine League overall, lead the Clausura tournament, remain in the Copa Argentina, and are in the Copa Libertadores quarterfinals. If others were in this situation, they'd be celebrating with whistles and party horns. Guys, yesterday the Argentine media was upset about how the Libertad players took their penalties instead of being happy that they missed and River advanced. That's the double standard we live with in our Argentine soccer. It hurt them so much that River advanced that Polovino made Marcos Rojo sit for an hour to interview him. Out of context, they kicked the guy out, and totally out of context, the next day he goes live, laughing his head off. He's such a fool, he gets sent off even when not on the field. Instead of River making headlines for reaching the quarterfinals, the news focuses on a guy who got sent off while off the field. In a tournament where he can only play that tournament because he can't play, well, he can play the Copa Argentina, but he can't play in the local league. Unbelievable, and this afternoon they had Maravilla Martinez live. They always try to gloss over anything about River. Why? Because it hurt them. It hurt them. They were sitting there with a knife and fork waiting for River to be eliminated. We weren't eliminated and we'll fight Palmeiras. We'll see what happens. Now this Monday River plays away against Lanús. We will be doing our usual post-match broadcast, but on Tuesday we have a big clash. If you were live with me recently, you know who it is. For others, comment and try to guess. He's a River fan, a fanatic, who has a channel that's not about River, but now he's also talking about soccer. Most of you will figure it out because you were on the live, but this Tuesday, unmissable crossover, 22 hours. That's why it's important, like we YouTubers always ask, for you to subscribe and give a like. Why? You'll be notified whenever we have a new event go live or upload a video. Subscribe because you also give us a huge help and you keep being part of this community, which grows more every day. Let's get to the video.
Because little by little, River ends up getting away with it.
Impossible for River Plate to beat Palmeiras. Impossible, and I'll open a betting house. Please, production, put the phone number on the screen. I'll bet anyone in the entire Republic of Argentina, whatever you want, I'll bet you.
Idiots exist everywhere in the world. River was this close to the biggest embarrassment in recent years.
But luckily, no one died, nothing happened. River advanced, but left the feeling that they just don't have what it takes. Boca won. Boca is in the final. And maybe for another time, we'll do a thorough step-by-step analysis of how Boca advanced.
Because Libertad didn't have what it takes to win this match.
They advanced because, for once, the usual outcome didn't occur. River often loses penalty shootouts, Saro, but Boca won on penalties. Penalties are just part of football, brother.
They advanced because Armani, almost for the first time, became a hero in the penalty shootout.
It happened, and honestly, folks, not much more than that. It just happened. But what almost always happens, happened. Ever since Gallardo has been here, and even before Gallardo. That River doesn't play at all, huh? But in a different way. Come on, be fair, and the way you do things matters. But what matters most is what ends up taking you. And what ends up taking you is winning or not winning.
River must be the only club in the world that advances to the next round, and there are more questions than celebrations. I hope that River didn't play well, that they could have been eliminated by Libertad from Paraguay, which is a team that here barely makes it to the middle of the table if they're lucky. Yesterday they made it through. They made it through on penalties, which is something that's usually tough for them, but I see that River in general doesn't enjoy it. And yesterday, River was lucky in things they're usually not lucky in. They played badly again. They could have been eliminated, but they weren't. Palmeiras is as concerned about River as we are. Enjoy it for a bit. I'm just asking for 24 hours. Then go back to complaining. Complain that on Monday they play against Lanús and play badly. Complain about whatever you want, but not even for a little while.
Are you aware of what you're saying? They're going to cut you off, Iñaki.
Cut me off again. It's always the same nice speech, repeating every time. River Plate can't beat Palmeiras. From today, I'm opening a betting house. Call Laka and place your bets. 2-1. Come on, I hope you win since we always beat Palmeiras. Their fans are like our grandkids. Check the fan rankings. We always beat River fans. We always beat Racing fans too.
How can you claim you always beat River?
We always beat Palmeiras. We kick Palmeiras out. We always beat them.
Gosh, River beat you 14 out of 22 head-to-head matches.
We beat you in 3 finals. I beat you in 2. Plus, I beat you in the most important final in history. What are you even talking about?
Look how worried the River fan is. He's really worried.
He whistled. Yes, he did.
River leads the tournament and has more points than all 30 teams, even surpassing the other group. They're first in the tournament, they're first in the annual standings. They're in the quarterfinals of the Copa Libertadores, and they're in the Copa Argentina. Look at River's crisis.
Playing against a rival, of course, it has to be Juste, a rival that's one of the best you can find in this part of the continent, a rival with good reinforcements, a rival that breezed through the previous round. Now, for that rival too, facing Libertad is one thing, but facing River is completely different. Because you saw, I don't know, I have reasons to believe, why wouldn't River play that way? Players that, in my opinion, they don't have right now, but will have, and that doesn't matter. But for me, Salas, even though he just arrived at River, is important. For me, Salas is important.
No, and for me too, Juan Quintero played well.
And he's still not fully fit, you know? I think he might have a problem, maybe hurt his knee.
Why am I useful? Why am I useful?
No one mentioned a River crisis or worried fans, but the topic caused concern, especially about that match, right?
It's very different.
And I am telling you now why. Immediately what we have as a big advantage over any fan is the back and forth with our colleagues. I'm not saying from all over the world, but many times, right? So today we already started exchanging with some people from São Paulo. At Palmeiras, they're as concerned about River as we are. They're worried about River, and we're about Palmeiras. I don't think Palmeiras is happy to face River. Whether I think so or not, I know they're not happy to play against River, and I think River is less than Palmeiras, right? But I don't... we're doing a survey to see what people think. Will River or Palmeiras advance? We'll check opinions now and again in a month when they play. We can sum up what happened yesterday between River and Libertad with a simple phrase: Libertad got scared. Libertad got scared. They saw that they could beat River at the Monumental and said, hey, wait, what are we doing?
You're talking about the match, but I want to hear about the photo of the day.
The photo shows Armani crying after saving a penalty during the shootout, because the other two were missed by the Libertad players. You said it's exaggerated.
No, I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. That you're a red.
I'm a red. I turned you in. You said it was exaggerated.
I think it's exaggerated. Crying like that in the round of 16 in front of your people is too much.
And well, poor Armani took a weight off his shoulders. He got rid of the pressure people put on him saying he couldn't save penalties.
He saved one, but the guy kicked it poorly. Sometimes you also kick badly.
For me, suddenly they found his weak spot, and I support the River fans on that, They found his weak spot to give some epicness to what could have been an embarrassment.
Armani is currently the world's top goalkeeper and national team caliber. Yesterday, in goal, he was able to prove that he was the best goalkeeper in the world. I think he's a great goalkeeper. He missed it. He missed. Gabby, you can't miss. 3 missed header goal from Balillo, who jumped down. Chilean Diaz, surprisingly the first from the hitman, who's hardly a hitman, but he arrived first. And Ariachica, that's the goalkeepers. You're clearly upset, man. The disappointment hit you hard, too. No, not me. Do you criticize Robert Rojas? Oh, that hit a nerve.
It almost made my week better.
How are you all doing? But you bought the jersey ahead of time, right? You added to your collection. I was going to say I already had the champion who loses and wins freedom. I didn't mention a champion, just that they'd reached the final. I said they got lucky and would beat Palmeiras on penalties. I never called them amazing. What happens is that you're so nervous. It gets to you so much. It gets to all of you so much. As an analyst, you're on Giorgio Ormus's level. What you're saying is nonsense.
Well, why would you believe that nonsense? No. There's no way. There's no other way to see it.
For each way.
Sometimes it's worth enjoying for a little while. Then fix everything else because the others aren't playing, you know? There are a lot who aren't playing. And River keeps going and going, and there are a lot who come along the way, and River keeps going and going, and they're waiting for him lying in wait. The ones inside are also waiting for him lying in wait. Man, I really want to shoot. I'll shoot at your feet.